72, 72 y 73, 72, 73, okay? And we started the verb tener on martes, on Tuesday. Remember, or I guess just as a quick review, what does tener mean? To have, gracias Elise. All right, so the verb means to have. And up until now, we've strictly used the verb tener to talk about possession, all right, which is one of the uses, okay? ¿Cuántos hermanos tienes? How many siblings do you have? Okay, and, Peyton would say, tengo una hermana, all right? I have one sister. You're the one sister guy. Okay, tengo una hermana. I believe Elise would say, tengo dos hermanos. No hermanas? Okay, muy bien. All right, I'm getting there. All right, pretty soon I'll know all your families. Okay, so possession. Okay, and I know we haven't done this, in a while, but pets as well. Okay, so Peyton, ¿tienes mascotas? Do you have pets?
Yo tengo 3 perros y 8
Pájaros? Okay, muy bien. All right, Elise. Oh, sorry, you just. ¿Tienes mascotas? Un perro, okay. ¿Y tú, Olivia, tienes mascotas?
Tengo
Dos perros. Muy bien. Okay, so you have, said animals. Finally, and we did this briefly on martes, okay, obviously, tengo un teléfono, I have a telephone. Tengo el café, I have some coffee. Okay, tengo agua, I have water. Well, not a lot. Tengo agua, okay, so stuff, all right? Someone just ran by really fast. Número dos, okay, and this is what we worked on el Tuesday, or at least where we finished. En español, let me back up here. Not everything that we do with the verb tener actually means to have. We use tener in a lot of expressions where you literally do not have anything. And so the first of those is when you are expressing age. Okay, in English, you are years. In Spanish, we use tener. Okay, now typically the thinking is, how many years of life do you have? Okay, so if it helps you to remember it that way, go ahead. But we do use tener. Okay, so if someone were to say, Señor Santos, ¿cuántos años tienes? How old are you? I would say, tengo 51 años. I am 51 years old. Okay? Elise, ¿cuántos años tienes? 18. Muy bien. Peyton, ¿cuántos años tienes?
Tengo 18 años.
Muy bien. Also 18. Y Olivia, ¿cuántos años tienes? 18, okay, you're all babies. All right, muy bien. The old lady, I remember, like Haley, the one that sits over in the corner, she looks literally younger than all three of you. She's like 21, 22. So, yeah, she's the old lady in the class, besides Senor Santos, all right, the old guy. In addition, I will probably also ask you the age of your siblings or the age of your parents. Okay, so for now, because this is technically just review, ¿cuántos años tiene él or cuántos años tiene ella? Okay, whether it's a boy or a girl, okay? Él tiene whatever años or ella tiene whatever años. So I do remember Peyton's sister being named Grace, something. So ¿cuántos años tiene Gracie? ¿Cuántos años tiene ella?
Ella tiene 17 años.
Muy bien, she's 17 years old. Okay, I think your brother's name is Tyler? Okay, so ¿cuántos años tiene él? How old is he? Él tiene 28 años. He's 28 years old. And Liv, lo siento. First off, ¿cuántos hermanos tienes? How many siblings do you have?
Una hermana
And?
y no hermano.
Perfect. So, ¿cuántos años tiene él? How old is he?
Él tiene 14 años.
Oh, baby. All right, él tiene 14 años. He is 14 years old. Okay, muy bien. All right. If you look on page 72, page 72. Okay, so you have you have at the top forms of tener. Right underneath it, you have the explanation for possession. Underneath that, you have the explanation for age. Okay. Now, moving on to new stuff. All right. If you look then right in the middle, okay, we use the verb tener to express certain conditions. Okay. In this case, we use it to express how you feel because of something. Okay? Now, in English, all of these are expressed with the verb to be. I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hungry. Okay? In Espanol, we use tener. Okay? But do you have anything? No. Okay? That's just the verb we use. Okay? So, numero uno, you do have to know what these mean. Okay? And numero dos, when you are talking about people, and in this case, honestly, I'm probably just going to ask you about yourself. Okay? You change that tener to tango. Okay? So, in this case, if you look on page 72, 72, right in the middle, all right, tener calor, to be hot, okay? Now, a lot of students are like, well, why isn't it está caliente? Because caliente means hot and estar to be, okay? If you say está caliente, estar is for tactile hot, stuff that you can feel. Here it is, okay? El café está caliente. It's hot. Okay? If I drink it too fast, I'll burn my tongue. Okay? But how you feel because of the air around you, okay? Tengo calor. All right? I'm hot. All right? The heat is on. It's I'm sweating. Okay? Now, obviously, there's always going to be exceptions. Okay? I'm sorry, Elise, I'm going to stand right here. If Elise has a fever, okay, and I do this, I'm not really going to touch you, but if I do this, then I'm like, ooh, see, está caliente. Like, I can touch your forehead and it feels hot, okay? So in this case, I would use it that way, está caliente. But if Elise is sitting here and the heat is up to like 90 degrees, then she would say, tengo calor, all right? I am hot, okay? Tener celos, to be jealous, okay? Tener éxito, to be successful, okay? Here's one for today, tener frío, to be cold, okay? Kind of the same thing as hotness. Cold is tactile, okay? So, mi agua, my water, está fría, okay? It is cold. All right, but if you were to walk, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Peyton here. ¿Tienes frío? Are you cold?
Sí.
Then where is your jacket? Okay, like I have like a big old jacket right there. Okay. ¿Y tú tienes frío? Aren't you cold? ¿Dónde está la chaqueta? ¿Y tú? I mean, you guys are just wearing like hoodies. Okay, so, Senor Santos has his puffy vest y la chaqueta. Okay? So, yeah, yo tengo frío. Like, I feel cold. Okay? So, yeah. And so, in this case, since I'm asking you guys, oh, yeah, Elise, tienes frío? Aren't you cold? Okay? Type of thing. Okay? Tener hambre, to be hungry. Okay, so I know this class starts at 12:45. So, Liv, ¿tienes hambre? Sí, she's like, I didn't have lunch before this class. All right. Peyton, ¿y tú? ¿Tienes hambre? Sí, sí. Luis, ¿tienes hambre? See, I know she comes straight from another class, so I know there's like no chance to eat for her. I hate to say it, pero yo no tengo hambre. I had un sándwich de egg salad y mi café. I'm still drinking my café, so yeah. Okay. Tener miedo. Tener miedo is to be scared or to be afraid. If you add the word de, okay, that would be to be afraid of. Okay? So I could say something like, Tengo miedo de Elise. I'm scared of her. All right? I've known you for a whole half semester. I think you can be scary. All right? So, tener miedo de. Okay? Tener paciencia, to be patient. Okay? Tener prisa, to be in a hurry. Okay? Tener razón. All right? Tener razón is to be right, to be correct. So if I ask Olivia, what's libro in inglés? And she says book, I'm like, sí, tienes razón. You are correct. All right? You are right. If I were to ask Peyton, what is paper in español? And he says, puerta. What does puerta actually mean? Door. All right. So to him, I would say, no tienes razón. Okay. Which would translate to what? You're not correct, or in simpler English, Elise, you're wrong. Okay. Yes. Gracias. All right. Muy bien. Okay. So even though it's not on there, if you put the no in front, then it becomes you're wrong. Okay. Tener sed, all right, to be thirsty, so el agua. Okay, still frío. And then finally, tener sueño, okay? Tener sueño depends on which country you're in. Sometimes it means to be tired. Sometimes it means to be sleepy. For me, tener sueño has always meant to be sleepy. But I have been to places where people are like, tengo sueño, and then they sit down, and I'm like, aren't you going to go to sleep then? It's like, oh, no, I didn't say I was going to sleep. I'm just tired. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, so whatever. But tener sueño, okay? Now, okay, preguntas on that. You do need to know them. So obviously you have something to study. And remember, when you're talking about people, you change the tener into this. Okay, now, dos más, okay, two more, okay. If you look then underneath the chart, okay, we use tener when you talk about wanting to do something or having a desire, okay. And in this case, it's tener ganas de. And then here you would have a verb, and that is whatever thing you feel like doing. Okay? Now, as we've kind of talked about before, whenever you have two verbs expressing one action, okay, you change the first verb, which in this case is tener. That's why I drew the little thing. I'm not going to write, but tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. What do we do with the second verb? Leave it alone. Muy bien. Do a big negative sign. Okay? So let's say because Olivia said she's hungry, okay? And she says, Senor Santos, can you hurry this up? Tengo ganas de. What does comer mean? To eat. So what would tengo ganas de comer be? I want to eat, or I feel like eating, okay? But yeah, you can say I want to eat, okay? Or I feel like eating, okay? Elise here's like, yeah, Santos, I'd really rather be doing something else. All right, than sitting in Espanol today. And Luis, you know, she's you know, very studious. So she would say, tengo ganas de leer. Okay. What's this in Espanol or in English? Tengo ganas de leer. I feel like reading. Yeah, I'd rather be reading, all right, than just sitting here listening to you, Santos. All right. She's like, yeah, that's kind of true. So to feel like doing something. All right. The next one, okay, if you have to do something. Tango, K, and then once again, the thing that you have to do. All right? Now, once again, it counts as a two-verb thing, as a compound verb. So you're going to change tener into, you know, tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. The word K, and then whatever action you have to do. And so once again, the second action, you don't do anything. Okay, so someone invites, you know, Peyton to go hang out tomorrow night because it's Friday. All right, you know, when Tyler's here, you know, they're gonna go drinking, whatever. All right, but of course, poor Peyton says, "Oh man, why tomorrow? Why mañana? Tengo que." What is trabajar? To work. He says, I can't hang out with you tomorrow. Tengo que trabajar. I have to work. Okay, I have to work. All right? Someone asks Olivia to go hang out Monday night, you know, go do something. But Olivia already knows there's a test on Tuesday. All right, so what is tengo que estudiar? I have to study. She's like, no, I really want to go, but tengo que estudiar. I have to study. Okay? Preguntas on that. So, tener que, to have to. Tener ganas de, to feel like doing. Okay? And then, of course, all of the ones that are there, all right, in the middle. Okay, so if you go to page 73, all right, por favor, at the very top, 2-33, okay, first let's just practice, okay, doing the verb tener, okay? So they just want you to fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb. Give you a hint, it's going to be one of these 6, okay? So Peytono, I know you don't have a libro.